Kevin Stefanski talked about the defensive performance that led to the win against the Dolphins, +4 on the turnover margin for the Browns.
I think obviously, you score 21 points off of 4 takeaways. That's a great recipe for success. I think the big message for our defense, and I'm sure most defenses, is you do your job and you don't go looking for an interception, or you use your technique when you're tackling and the second guy in punches out. So doing your job, the ball, you'll be in position to make plays on the ball. And sometimes you have to wait for those opportunities to come, but you don't go outside the framework of your defense.
Tom, it seemed to me like the defense was more aggressive, that they kind of got after it. I know Tua was struggling, but did you notice that as well?
I definitely did. I tell you what, Dave, I wish that aggressiveness had been on the field in the fourth quarter at Minnesota against Minnesota, where they let Carson Wentz go 9 for 9 and drive down the field for the game-winning touchdown. I really felt like Schwartz needed to dial up, and this is revisionist history, whatever. But I thought that there were opportunities to blitz in that game, and they didn't do it. So listen, they got after Tua. They got after a Dolphins team that was clearly came in, pardon the pun, as kind of a wounded animal. They took advantage of it, and I think Stefanski is right. I think you don't have to have heroes on this offense. You've got really good players. I'm sorry, on this defense, you've got really good players. Beginning with 95, I mean, Myles Garrett has been great, and I thought Schwartz did a really nice job on Sunday of finding ways to get good matchups for Myles. I've been talking about it since the first week of the season. I don't know why they don't move him all over the place. We saw it last year and the year before where there were times where they put Myles over the center in a nose guard position just to make the offense accountable for him on every single snap. He's as unblockable as the players I've ever seen in my career. So, use that as a weapon. And I thought Schwartz did a much better job of that against the Dolphins and finding ways for Myles to get free, which in turn then is going to allow other guys to make plays. Been really impressed with Alex Wright in the season he's had. He shows up every week. I've said things in the past, positive things about Mason Graham, the rookie, who I think's been terrific. The Green Bay game, he absolutely manhandled the 2 guys that the Packers put against him. So then he went through a little 2 or 3 game period, much like a rookie quarterback, a rookie defensive tackle. They're going to figure out ways to block you. You gotta, increase your bag, so to speak. You got to find out other ways to get to the quarterback, other ways to be impactful for the defense. So, yeah, Dave, I thought there was an aggressiveness that has kind of been lacking at times this year from this defense.